Okay. I just want to say this little piece. I saw that video where Dr. Umar Sid was on this lady's show on Fox Soul. I think her name is Tammy. They're calling her Tammy the Mammy because in real life, I'm pretty sure that's a mammy. Because she was trying to make a lot of, bringing up a lot of excuses for the black males, trying to, make them more relevant when they're not. But it was Sid G, Dr. Umar. It was another black guy on there named Dwayne. And then apparently it was a trans woman on there. And he or she name is Hope. But the reason I want to talk about this because I'm not even going to play that video or anything like that because I don't see why they're still having these kind of conversations where they feel like there's a war on black men. Exactly who's bringing this war against black males? Exposing them and telling the truth about them is not really like bringing a war to them. Black males, they have exposed themselves on social media. The gig is up. We know who you really are. You told everybody how you really feel, how you don't give a damn about black women. You don't care for single mothers and you don't want them to be your mother and they're horrible mothers. And black women sold you out to the government for welfare. And, just because you're violent and you're committing all these crimes against women and children and killing each other in the streets or whatnot over money and drugs and gangs and that rap culture and in spite of all of that, it's never your fault. It's either black woman's fault, the white man's fault, or it's your mother fault, the black single mother. That's what it is. So I don't know why these discussions have to keep going on. I think black women need to accept that you can't fix black men. You can't fix them. And you can't fix the black community. It's done. You have to accept that. You have to acknowledge that no matter what you do, it's over. And you need to separate yourself away from the black community and the black male. You have to do that. In order for you to survive out here, you have to do that. You got a lot of black males on Twitter dragging Sid G. She was actually trending, actually. That's how I found out about it. Umar. Um, Everybody calling him a doctor, but I'm gonna call him Umar. He's on Twitter talking about her and dragging the trans woman Hope that spoke on the show also. So it's like they're making conversations and content about the whole debate or whatever. And I must admit, I don't agree with a lot of the things that Sid G do. We all know that Sid G is not a divester and she still deals with black men whenever she chooses to. She made some good points on that show. And it is a good thing that somebody's around to give people like Dr. Umar and people in Fox Soul a pushback to exposing and telling the truth about black men and what they're doing to the black community, especially what they're doing to black women and black girls. So they want the world to believe that they're innocent and that they're victims and everybody is beating up on them and everybody's trying to drag them in the mud and they always want to go back to the 60s. But they don't really want to go back into history. They don't really want to go back there. They want to talk about Malcolm X. I want to know what really did Malcolm X do for us? From what I heard, all he did was talk. Maybe, wrote some articles, maybe wrote a book or something like that, or got on TV and ran his mouth. But that's pretty much it. And he was trying to sneak around dealing with white women too, just like Martin Luther King. And I used to thought he was about something. Was he really truly pro-black and all about black women and the black man and the black family and black children? He was a cheater. He was cheating on Coretta Scott, his wife, while she's at home taking care of them kids with these white women, tricking off or whatever. doing business with these white women, sleeping with them. And then when you took the civil rights bill or whenever it was, created, Martin Luther King didn't get no money. They didn't get no reparation. They didn't get any of that. So all they really did was march and got access to things that white people had, like the bathroom with white people, going to school with white people, sleeping with white people, marrying white people or non-black people. That's pretty much all we got. This wasn't about black women. I think a lot of black women thought it was about freedom and liberation of the black race, including them, but it wasn't. It was all about the black male and his desire to deal with non-black women. His desire to get the approval of white men, to be in some position like he's a white guy, and he's not. He'll never be the white man. He's not a builder. He lives right underneath the white man. He benefits off the white man. He likes to scream about white supremacy. The truth of the matter is you benefit from white supremacy, you dumb idiot. And the black male truly is the white supremacy of the black community. He carries on just like that. He commits crimes and takes black people's lives all the time. Then he's crying about abortion, crying about the black male fetus, crying about black women need to build with them. Oh, we're not going to build with them. They don't want to build. We're not listening to them. You criminals are not building anything. The biggest problem with the black male collective is they allow the criminals, the felons, the degenerates to control the collective. And these so-called good black males, these unicorns, which I don't believe there's a unicorn or no such thing as a good black male. But let's just say these black males that go to college, get a degree, stay out of trouble, don't got no criminal record. These same guys sit around and let those criminals, the gang members, the deadbeat fathers, the women abusers, the predators, the pedophiles of the black male collective, you allow him to be at the forefront. So that's why nobody trusts any of you. It's just not black women that's talking about black men. Everybody around this country is talking about you. Okay? And for you to really believe that non-black people would care about a black male fetus, you're out of your fucking minds. That's what I wanted to say. Umar got up on there and said, oh, well, Sid G said that if a black woman gets with a black male and have a black male, create a black male fetus, then to, go to the abortion clinic and do what she has to do and be done with it. And he really thinks that Fox and Fox Soul and non-black people give a damn about the black male fetus. Let's be real. Those non-black people don't care. Some of them would agree with it because they're tired of the problems that you're bringing to society, and they're tired of you committing crimes against their people too. Because not only are you killing black women, really, you're killing black women the most. And you're killing yourselves the most. But you're also destroying the families of non-black people too when you're taking their lives. Just like the black guy that took the life of that 34-year-old white woman, that wife, mother, teacher, a kindergarten teacher to nothing but girls, went out there on a job, which she had every right to do. Just because you see somebody outside at a certain time at night, don't mean you get to attack them because you want to sexually assault them. You crazy savage. You violent savage. That don't mean you got the right to do that to that woman that wasn't doing anything to you. These men, they want excuses to put their hands on women. They like to keep talking about this equality bullshit. Just an excuse for black men to keep abusing black women. So they can roast black women. They can drag them. They can bully black women. They say all of these things. They don't want black women, but they always around here trying to bully black women that date non-black men on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Always in their comment section making videos about them. harassing black women that don't date you, that don't want your ass, that's not even bringing you up. Why do black males do that? You start trouble no matter where you go. Just like that young black male, 19 years old, Ezekiel Kelly, out of Memphis, Tennessee, went on that shooting spree all over the city of Memphis. All over the city of Memphis, shooting people randomly, people that he didn't even know, innocent people. Killed 4 people and injured 3. And that went on for a couple of hours. I would say about maybe like 5 or 6 hours that went on. He went into Mississippi too, and I think shot somebody. And came right back to Tennessee, Memphis, and kept going on with the bullshit. And he took the life of a 17-year-old black girl. I think he carjacked her and killed her. And I saw her father on TikTok. He did a video asking people to stop the violence, stop the gun violence, stop killing each other, stop taking people from their families and putting families through that pain. But these black males are out here destroying people's lives before it even gets started. 17-year-old girl dead. A white woman was killed also, a mother that was just like visiting Memphis at the time. A savage. And people want to talk about the scriptures and, oh, he followed the scriptures. He probably already knew that scripture. And he just fulfilled it because he's a demon. I truly believe there are demons walking amongst us. And a lot of them belong to the black male collective. But for Umar to believe that telling non-black people on CG or, these black males be on Twitter and TikTok trying to tell people about divestment and divestors, that's all they know. They keep bringing it up. Divestment, the divestors. They got that all over TikTok now. These black men are obsessed and they're mad because we're exposing them because they've exposed themselves to the world all over social media. We know who you are and we don't want anything to do with you. We don't care about what you got. Some of these women only deal with you because of sex and to create children that look like them. But it's not worth it for a lot of us. We don't want you and we don't want children with you. Because dealing with you is a headache and nobody got time for that. Nobody gonna sympathize with you because you commit so much crimes out here. You cause so much pain to people around this country. Nobody cares about what you're talking about. At this point, nobody gives a damn if the police go out there and let one off in you. Nobody's going to be crying about something, a woman went to have an abortion because God gave her that power to have an abortion. That's her body, her choice. God gave her the power to create a child, to bring forth children. So you mean to tell me she doesn't have a right to say what comes through her body and what does not? If she don't want a black male fetus, that don't mean she got to have them. But I will always tell you guys, in order to deal with that problem, just stop having sex with black men. If you don't have sex with black men, you can't get pregnant by them. If you don't want a black male child or a black male fetus or whatever, do what you got to do to protect yourself. Do what you got to do to protect yourself. Just don't have them. You can do it. You don't need black men to survive in this world. You already basically surviving off another race of man, which is the white man. So you really don't need black men for anything. The only thing you guys use him for, or you think you need him for, is sex. And that's trash. That's a deadly choice. Or to create a child that most likely going to grow up and hate your guts if you become a single mother. So why would you want to put yourself through that and you don't have to? That's for the younger black women. Don't allow black men to gaslight you into giving a damn about the black race and the black race going on and being populated and whatnot. When the truth of the matter, black men don't give a damn about the black race or black people. He's the white supremacy. He's the white supremacist of the black community. Period. He's the bully. He terrorizes black women every fucking day. If it's not in person, in the real world, he's terrorizing black women on social media. He's getting them fired. He's doxing them. He's harassing them and their families. That's what he's doing, trying to dox and expose. That's what he's doing, just lying. Just lying. So we don't care if you go to non-black women. We prefer if you get the fuck on. I actually feel bad for those women because a lot of you are targeting non-black women that do not want anything to do with you. You really believe that you're such, everybody wants you, you're the most desired, and you're so appealing. No, the truth of the matter is non-black people see who you are. All week long, they've been all over TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, talking about you Negroes. They know that you're a problem. They know what you're doing to their women. They're sick of you. A lot of people are sick of you in this country. And you're just mad at black women and want to take it out on black women because we're tired of being your punching bag. We're tired of you taking our lives and killing innocent children and innocent women that have nothing to do with you and want you to leave them alone. When a woman tells you to leave, to get up out of her house, why don't you leave? Why are you taking these women out while they're pregnant? Every day, black women are losing their lives every day. And these dudes are online showing their ass, laughing and giggling right along with their mammies. A lot of these black women who deal with black men, they don't even care. They don't care about our lives. They act like it's not even happening. And I know they see it all over social media, what's happening to us. And they don't even care. They don't even sympathize and care about the children. All they want to do is protect the black male, protect his image, try to lie and make it seem like everybody's crazy when they're trying to hold them accountable or when they're calling them out. But that's just not the case. He's dangerous. And a lot of people know that. A lot of women know that. I've seen so many non-black women saying that even if a black male doesn't come across like he's some thug, they still will avoid him. They do not want him coming around him. They don't want them coming around them, and they don't want them bothering them. They don't want them speaking to them, asking them about anything. A couple days ago, I saw a story on YouTube. It was on a news station where a young black woman was at the gas station putting gas in her car, and this young black male came up to her and asked her to buy him a pack of cigarettes. This happened in Macon, Georgia. And she told him, I don't have no cash. I don't got nothing on me. I can't get you a pack of cigarettes. And he started swinging and attacking this woman. Started punching her, got her on the ground. She was running away, kicking her and punching her. And then when she ran to the gas station door, they just shut the door and locked it. Because a lot of people don't want to even get involved anymore with helping you. Because some people are absolutely shocked that you still find black men attractive and you still want to deal with them and create children. How dangerous he is. But they'll blame him being dangerous and why he's committing crime on poverty or not having a job or mental illness or him being possessed by the devil. Oh, it's the white man fault or it's the white woman fault because she don't want to date me. It's the government fault because I don't have resources like the black woman do. And, oh, the black woman chose welfare. That's why I'm committing the crimes. That's why I'm selling the drugs. That's why I'm gang banging. That's why I'm in and out of prison. That's why I got all these felonies on my record. That's why I can't get a good job. That's why I abandon my children. That's why I roast and bully black women. That's why I beat on black women and say it's equality. Or kill women and say, oh, you got every right to do that. You got every right to touch a woman. You got every right to violate her sexually. No, it's not okay. It's not normal. This is what people need to understand. What is going on with the black community, what they be doing on social media is not normal. They think everything is a joke, making jokes about Queen Elizabeth dying. Now, I don't really care for the Queen. I don't really know too much about her. I never really got into it. But black people just don't have no class at all. They all participated in selling slaves, including the black people in Africa. But everybody is mad at Queen Elizabeth. And you got all these immigrants from all over the country, not our country, but all over the globe, trying to get to Europe and trying to get to UK. But you said that Queen Elizabeth family is all about racism and all about colonizing you and slavery. But you don't have a problem going to the UK trying to live up underneath those people. So if you feel that way about Queen Elizabeth and her family, why don't you go home? Why don't you go back to your country? See, that's the nonsense that black people do. They're mad at Queen Elizabeth, but they played a part in slavery too, and selling their own people. But they want to cry about reparation. If you didn't like Queen Elizabeth and her family, you should never go to her country. You should stay right in your country, whether it's the Caribbeans or whatnot. So I don't understand why black people do things like that. They're an embarrassment. The black male is an embarrassment. He truly is. Black people don't have sympathy, empathy. They don't care about anything. They don't take anything serious. They enjoy destroying people's lives, causing havoc, causing people pain, hurting people. They enjoy it. They think it's funny. Everything's a joke. Even black women entertain it. They think it's funny. They think it's okay when black men are calling black women out their names and talking about them in all types of disgusting ways. You will see them right over there still supporting, sending cash app, sending super chat, PayPal, whatever they can send, promoting their channels, monitoring their channels. These mammies, these black women mammies who worship the black male, they're pathetic and they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Now Umar is all over Twitter talking about he didn't know that the trans woman was a man. Okay, now I will admit that some of the things that hope that trans person, trans woman or whatnot was on there saying about what's going on with black men and Umar and stuff like that, some of the things were accurate. But I still don't understand why they decided to put that person on there when they could have put a woman, a black woman, a biological black woman that was born a girl with a JJ. I don't know why they didn't put a woman on there with Sid G, because even though that trans was talking good, you can still see that that person was trying to, make excuses for black men in some ways, or trying to highlight them like they really achieved something, and they really didn't. So you always got to be cautious of that when you got them trans talking, because deep down inside, they still got a black male private part, and they still a man. So they still thinking to protect their image in spite of them trying to look and emulate and trying to be black women. So you got to be cautious about that. I don't think that person should have been up there for that conversation. It should have been two black women, because the host, Tammy, was a mammy. And so she was there to host. And you got two black males, Dr. Umar, and that black guy. Then you had said, gee, you needed another black woman on there. So, but to be having that conversation, it still does not make any sense. Nothing is going to change for the black community. Nothing is going to get better. And that's just about it. It's just not going to happen. So, people can give up on that. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Like the video, thumbs it up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the show or whatnot. I think I posted it on my community tab where it was saying, are people at war on black men, or is there a war on black men or whatnot? It's on my community tab. You can go listen to the whole little debate or discussion or whatnot and see what you got from it. But for Umar and these black males in the manosphere to think that people really care about that fetus, that male black fetus, Nah, nobody don't care about it. The only people care about it, you don't even care about it, to be quite honest. The only people care about it is these damn black mammies who want nothing but to just have children for you, whether it's in wedlock or out. They're the only one that really may care um, about that, and some of them don't either. But non-black people on a large scale, they don't care about that black male fetus. Black men, you just don't know. A lot of them agree with it. A lot of them agree with exposing you and letting the world know just who you are. And see, you don't want non-black women to know who you are, and you don't want younger black women to know who you are, so you can keep manipulating them and using and abusing them. So you can turn them into single mothers and destroy their lives. So you can put your hands on them and bully them and emotionally abuse them and physically abuse them too. That's why you want people to be quiet about you. You've exposed your hands all over YouTube and social media. Everybody know exactly who you are, and they don't give a fuck about you. Okay? And so that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Bye bye.